Hello, everyone, and welcome to our MLS State of the Union. Welcome. If you can hear me okay, please let me know that you can hear me okay and comment MLS Experience. That would be awesome. Asada, I need you to check your messenger, please. Thank you very much. We're going to give it time, everyone, for Facebook to go ahead and start sending out those notifications. And we will be starting promptly in 1 minute. Thank you, Miss Janice King. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gina Williams. I appreciate it. Hello, Jenny Moore. Welcome. Good to see you this evening. Hello, Crypto Queen family. Welcome. All right, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, welcome to our MLS State of the Union. This is what we call another MLS experience. And if you are here with us today, tonight, whenever you are listening to this, you may be watching it with us live. You may be watching it with us on replay or repeat. Okay. Go ahead and let us know that in the comments. It's always good to know that someone was able to come back and watch it on replay or repeat. Hello, Connie. Good to see you here this evening. All right. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start with our MLS intro song, and I will be back in about 4 minutes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another MLS experience. You have the ability to experience MLS through our members, our weekly live events, and our social media sites. This is our MLS State of the Union. We have this event every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this event is where we spend time collaborating with our members and our guests. We share corporate updates, recognition, and there's always some golden nuggets being shared from our founder and visionary, Mr. Darry Perkinson, or one of our leaders.
Disclaimer: we are not licensed financial advisors. This information is for educational purposes only. Anything heard on this broadcast is not intended to be a substitute for you obtaining accounting, tax, and financial advice from a licensed professional. Beware of scammers. We will never comment, inbox, or email you requesting you to send Bitcoin to receive Bitcoin, or any coin for that matter.
Now, if you are live on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page, do me a favor. In the comments, go ahead and say hello. Tell us where you're tuning in from, your city, your state, even your country. We have members and guests all over the world. If you are a guest, let us know who invited you. You know, how did you get the invitation? Who texted you? Where did you see it? Was it posted on someone's Facebook wall or on their YouTube channel? Go ahead and say who invited you, okay? And then, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this broadcast on replay or repeat, let us know that too in the comments as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't keep this information secret. Please share. And once again, thank you for joining our broadcast. Enjoy our MLS song, and we will be back in about 2 minutes.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see, Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only a few knew well. MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency. 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 Changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom.
Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing a dive 20 to 1. Call MLS system to have some fun.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
Amen, amen. And cryptocurrency is changing how the world does business. Welcome, you guys. This is our MLS State of the Union. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us on this Monday night. You could be watching football, one of your favorite shows, but you decided to hang out here with us, okay? For those of you that are here, I know we have some latecomers sometime. Go ahead and click that share button. Doesn't matter if you're on Facebook or on YouTube. Go ahead and share. It's going to be some great information tonight. There's always some great golden nuggets being shared by our founder and visionary, Mr. Darry Perkinson. But we also are going to have a testimonial tonight, okay? I'm excited about that. We are going to start having those every Monday. So if you're in the MLS Bitcoin Club, if you're in the Trading Academy, we want to hear from you. Short and sweet on Mondays. Tell us, who you are, why you joined MLS, what excited you about MLS. I heard some great things. I mean, some phenomenal feedback from the training for the people that started the Trading Academy last week. Okay. So we are absolutely looking forward to hearing, or I'm looking forward to you guys being able to hear those testimonials. Okay. All right. I do want to say a quick thank you to everyone that was sending text messages, inboxing me, thanking you for praying for my mom, keeping her in your prayers. Yes, she actually ended up going back in the hospital last week. So it's been twice in 2 weeks, but that's okay. They have a saying, but God, meaning he has the last word. So thank you, everyone, for your prayers. I really appreciate it. Okay. So before I go ahead and introduce you to our founder and visionary, I'd like to tell you a little bit about MLS. And that's because a lot of times we're on here and we have guests on the line and they don't know what MLS stands for. They don't know what the club is about. Y'all know how we are. Sometimes we just tell somebody, hey, hop on tonight. It's going to be great. They don't know what it's about or what it is. So I just want to quickly let them know, right? First of all, MLS stands for Massive Leverage System. Okay, that is the name of our club. And we are breaking the chains of financial scarcity. So who is MLS? Well, we are a membership club. We're operating and serving members since 2014. We operate globally, and our corporate office is located in the Atlanta metro area. Okay. Our mission, and this is a new mission, so guys, pay attention. Pay attention. Our mission is to educate our global community to be financially free. Okay. Short and sweet, right? How do we do that? Well, he started with our foundation, which is the 5 pillars of wealth. That's what this company, this club was built on. Okay. The first pillar is creating cash flow. The second is acquiring precious metals and acquiring cryptocurrency. Okay. The third is infinite banking. All right. The fourth is learning to trade. And boy, we had a special last month, and the Trading Academy is packed full of new members. So excited about that. And then, of course, acquiring real estate. Okay. Those are our 5 pillars of wealth. But how do we do it? Well, we've created 10 levels of financial education. And with those levels of education is how you're able to achieve the goal. This is how we're able to achieve our mission, right? To achieve the vision that's been set for the company. So real quickly, the first is what we call our wealth course. We no longer call them levels, so we will be updating this slide. So it's going to be Wealth Course Starter. And that would be your crypto 101, 102, also some mindset training. Okay. WC1 is extreme credit. WC2 is intro to business. WC3 is business credit. And we're talking about getting that business credit that you earn without using your personal social security number. Okay. Then there is WC4. Solo 401k. WC5 is ALOCs and HELOCs. This is where you are able to learn how to pay off that mortgage in 5 years or less. Okay. We have a member that has paid off 4 homes in less than 5 years. All right. L6, shall I say, Wealth Course 6 is Intro to Trading. Wealth Course 7 is Infinite Banking. Wealth Course 8 is Offshore Accounts. And Wealth Course 9 is Venture Capitalist. Okay. So those are the educational courses that you purchase. And guys, when you join the club, you are purchasing one of these courses. Okay. We have to make sure that everybody understands that. When you join the club, you are not buying crypto, and it's not in an account somewhere where you can withdraw it later. No, you're buying education, but we reward you in crypto when you refer others. Okay. It works. It's awesome. You're going to hear from one of our leaders later on this evening. She'll tell you how awesome it is. She did very well last year. She's one of our top, no, she is actually the top referrer in our club. And then she's also one of our top rewards earners as well. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and now turn it over to our founder and visionary. His name is Darry Wallstreet Perkinson. Guys, we call him Wallstreet lovingly. He is a computer programmer. He's a master trader. If you don't know what master trader is, it means that he is able to trade on several different platforms. Now, crypto is his favorite, but he actually does very well, and he trains us on how to trade on all of the platforms. Okay. He's a retired master sergeant. He served 20 years in our United States Army, and we thank him for that service. He is also, he was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, and he'll tell you he grew up on welfare. But guys, he didn't let that stop him. He didn't let that be excuses for not moving forward and staying on welfare, right? He went from welfare to millionaire, right? And I always say, if you want to be a millionaire, then you want to walk with them, you want to talk with them, you want to hang out with them, rub elbows with them. And he has a saying, if you walk with me, I will make you a millionaire. Okay, so we want to do that, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Mr. Wallstreet. You have the floor, sir.
Appreciate you, Pam. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so probably want to share my screen. There you go. So the beautiful thing is, guys, when we talk about crypto, we talk about what's happening right now in the world. Man, there's a lot of news that's out there right now for the State of the Union. A lot of these companies are, well, let me say this to you. There are banks that are literally getting ready to store crypto and allow you to purchase crypto. We're talking about the big banks like Goldman Sachs. You know, a couple of years ago, they wouldn't touch it. Now they're saying, listen, this whole thing about this crypto thing, we got to step in. So now the banking institutions are getting ready to come in. Crypto.com, the website, which is really a wallet, that application is now getting ready to buy a stadium in the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where the Lakers play. We got a lot of news happening with these banks, with these different companies. A lot of these tools, these different cryptos are starting to take place right now. For example, like Polygon, Shiba is getting ready to go on different exchanges right now. Shiba, which is, wow, that's crazy because it's less than a penny. When you look at a lot of these other cryptos, these old cryptos been around, they still holding on. What I'm talking about, those original cryptos that came out when Bitcoin was just getting on the scene. Some other cryptos came out a couple of years later, which was Ethereum, still the second highest crypto out there. Then you have Litecoin, Monero. Even in the Trade Academy right now, we start dealing with the MetaTrader 5, and you can actually use Litecoin or Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a stable coin, USDT, to actually fund your account. That is very positive, guys. This world we in, this crypto world we in, is crazy. So I'm just so excited what's happening right now. And we started our trading academy last week, a couple of days, and then we started, today we really got into it. And for the members that got in, they really starting to understand the power of trading. And so hopefully next week you guys will get there and see some of the power of trading that we do, because it's crazy what's happening right now. I mean, even on this trading, today, and just by sitting here, it was going sideways. Then all of a sudden, right before 3 o'clock, it went outside the box and just kept going. And that was one of our scenarios that it could happen, right? And then today that actually happened, and it's going toward this certain level up there. So that's the cool thing, guys, when I'm looking at trading and looking at what's happening out there in the world. What you really need is a plan, right? Most people, you're dealing with day to day. You're not going to get all the information. Nobody's going to give you all the information that's out there. Inside this club, and I was making a joke out of it today. I was saying, Wallstreet, don't teach them all of this. I was just saying to them, don't teach them all this. This is $50,000, this information that I have, and they only paid $597. That's it, and $99 a month. But they're getting the same $50,000 education that I've spent to learn how to do this in real life, right? That's beautiful. That's powerful, guys. So I'm going to share my screen a little bit, just so you guys know. I'm going to share this trade screen here with you, and I'm just so excited. You can make that screen big. And so the cool thing is, earlier today we was in this range. I'm going to show you this range we were in from yesterday. That was our range. That was the range it was today. It came out of the range a little bit, dipped, came back up. And so, it came, one of the techniques I teach them is that this price range is going to happen and then it busts out. That's what they call a breakout. And look at this nice, big, fat, juicy bar. That's a breakout. And so the target is going up here. We probably get back to 50, 51,000, 52,000. We're going to be in this range. Is a possibility. It is a possibility that we may even find ourselves around 53 to 54,000 up in this range. But this is powerful, right? And I want you to understand something, that the money that's being generated, you can see like it's, my traders know what to do. Even the brand new people, they know what to do right here. They know what to do over here. They know what to do. They are learning what to do when they see this picture. And the cool thing about it, it happens over and over and over again. And that's the power of trading, guys. This is the power. This will give you $1 million. This will give you the place where you can start generating thousands and thousands of dollars. As your account is starting to build up, it's going to produce more and more and more cash flow. And that means you can start putting on trades, like put a trade on with 500% leverage at the right time. And you're actually, taking about a half a Bitcoin and producing about a quarter to a half a Bitcoin. And today, if I ask you what's a half a Bitcoin, and right now that Bitcoin price is $50,800, I just say 50K. So a half a Bitcoin is $25,000 that you could have made today. That's crazy. And that's what I'm talking about. I laugh at it because people really don't understand the power of trading. You don't really understand this gift that you have. I'm going to stop sharing now. This gift that you have, what it allows you to do to make the cash flow work for you without you trying to seek a job. Now, while you got a job, while you have a job, it's good to start taking some of that money, throw it into, some accounts, throw it in there, taking some Ethereum, some USDT, taking some Bitcoin, taking some whatever, and just start storing it and then start using that to produce more crypto with it. And that's the power of what I'm teaching you guys to do. That is the ultimate power. And so when you starting to break out and start to learn these different things, these tools, these techniques, the club is awesome, right? So we're going to get that insurance going. We're going to get you get your trading accounts working. We're going to get your, and when I say working, I'm talking about you working it, right? You learning the tools to make you a very powerful trader. I'm not teaching you stuff that most people learn. You're going to learn about MACDs, stock to flow, money flow. I'm showing you how to trade without all that other noise. Don't need no noise. And all of a sudden you're making money to do what you got to do. What I tell people, you don't need all that, right? All you needed to see is this chart. And you understand this chart and you understand how to read this chart. Then you can just build on it and start making some cash flow. Learning how to enter at the right time. Knowing when to sell off at the right time. Looking at these candlesticks, Hakanashi bars. We did a very good train today on Hakanashi bars. It's powerful when people, when I see the eyes wake up to the information that we're doing. I love it. I love what they're doing. I love it. So you guys, I appreciate you for coming in. The next special is going to come out right before Christmas. I think it's going to be 5 days before Christmas. And if you want to get into the Trade Academy, it's not going to be that price. It's going to be around $750, $797, somewhere in that range. It's definitely worth $50,000. You can talk to anybody out there. Just letting you know it's going to come out. So I'm giving you heads up now that once that price comes on, you'll never see that price again. Never. Like you never saw $100, price to join our Trade Academy. They paid $597. That price is gone forever. Forever, it's gone. So the next one's going to be $750 to $797. most likely it's going to be $7.97. And the reason why I'm saying that, you got to respect the information that's being passed on to you. You cannot go into trading with a broke mindset. Can't do it. It don't work. You got to go into the mindset of, I'm going to be a trader. I'm going to be able to make money well into my 70s, my 80s, 90s. You're going to be able to make money pressing a button. Never have to call anybody ever again. You're going to be able to be that person that can just sit back and just create wealth from thin air. How much is that worth to you by doing that? See, that's the key. How much is that worth to you by doing it? And when I say trading, I'm not talking about a simple product like Forex. I'm not saying Forex. I'm not saying, options. I'm not saying stocks. I'm not saying commodities. I'm not saying bond. You're going to learn how to trade everything in the marketplace. That's the power of our training system. That's what we do. We trade. You learn to trade the charts, trade everything. That's what you're gonna be good at. All right, guys, listen. With that being said, I'm pretty much done. I'm excited for you. The year is closing, and I pray that you guys are taking advantage of the opportunities that's being given to you, because if you're getting to the Trade Academy now before the end of the year, you're going to the mindset to build even more cash flow, right? You're ready to do it. And so I'm excited for you for the end of the year. Start making things happen for you and your family. I'm going to stop here because I know we got a guest on the line. So I'm going to go ahead and let Pamela introduce her and go for it. All right, I'm done.
Wow, that's a record. All right. Well, thank you, Wallstreet. Once again, as always, some great information. Before I bring Asada on, I did want to read a couple of comments in reference to the Trade Academy. So here we go. Okay, so Tony Battle was first. She said the Trading Academy is a wonderful layer to the MLS Bitcoin Club. Now, massive leverage system, guys, massive leverage system, adding tremendous value to the program. So glad I didn't miss this opportunity to expand my wealth building education. Thank you so much, Tony. Here's another one from Stephanie Cooper. Trading Academy is awesome, and Wallstreet, your teaching is so simplified, easy to learn. Like you said, all that other junk the people teach, they make it seem so hard, but boy, look here. You keep it simple. I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. Here is another one. I am loving the Trade Academy. That's from Denise Silas. And let me see. Did you know you can trade in the name of your LLC or solo 401k? It all works together for our wealth building benefit. Thank you, Tony Ballard. We appreciate that. So I just wanted to give those few comments because I know a lot of members were so excited last week. I get them in the support and Wallstreet. I'm actually going to put them all on little images, and then other members can grab those images and share them. Okay, so we'll have a section for our testimonials. So, guys, we do have a guest on. Okay, her name is Asada Kirkland. You guys probably hear her name a lot. She is, like I said, the top referrer in MLS Bitcoin Club. She is, shall I say, MLS Massive Leverage System. We're all working on changing our verbiage here. But let me just tell you a little bit about her, okay? She was born in New York. She lives in Chicago, Illinois. She is a founder of a very prominent book fair. She is an accomplished author. She's been an entrepreneur for 31 plus years. She's been in the cryptocurrency space for 4 years. And she has been with our club since 2017. Okay, so that just tells you a little bit about her. But what we're going to start doing, guys, is letting you meet and hear from some of our members every Monday. Okay, and of course, why not let some of our top leaders in the club speak first? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring on for you. Let me move this flyer here and give you the full screen, girl. All right, Asada, say something so I can make sure your sound is okay.
Check, microphone check. Can you hear me? Microphone check.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you just fine. So, Asada, now you only have about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? And I know you have a powerful story. You definitely have results from some of the training that you've taken with our club. And then, you know, of course, you have a why you join MLS. So I'm just going to let you focus on any one of those. You have the mic, Asada. Go for it.
No doubt. Hey, everybody. First and foremost, let me say thank you to you, Pam, and Wallstreet for giving me the opportunity to talk to the family. Very hype about the Trading Academy and loving that everybody that you just quoted from the Trading Academy, they in the Crypto Queen family. That's what I'm talking about. So this space has it's so much I could say, but it's granted me a few things, right? It's granted me, number one, an astuteness in finance. I've always been an entrepreneur. You just heard how long, but that doesn't mean that I did it well per se. You know what I'm saying? Like really understanding money. Because if you're an entrepreneur, the whole goal is to exchange, right? You have a product or service and you exchange it for money. But nobody really taught us that. So sometimes that can go awry. Okay. I found the Bitcoin Club. So it was introduced to me years ago, but I didn't pay it any attention because the person didn't make it seem important. So I didn't stress it. But when I got to Chi-Town, somebody made it seem important. And I went and found out more about the Bitcoin Club, and I've been here ever since. I like to call Wallstreet the Noah of cryptocurrency. Why? Because MLS Bitcoin Club, massive leverage system, is the arc. It's where you can come and learn about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and really learn about financial platforms where you become proficient. And it's been here. I've been here 4 years. But if Wallstreet says to come and you don't come, Noah did that too. He tried to tell him, get on the boat now. It's going to be a flood. And they was like, I don't feel like going. So they didn't get on. But some people got on, and the animals and all of that. But the ones who got on, those are the ones that persevered. Those are the ones that benefited. And that's sort of how I feel about MLS Bitcoin Club. I've seen it hit international. I've seen it do a whole ton of things. But guess who ain't going nowhere? Asada. Right? Because what I feel is that Wallstreet has taught me so much about what to do with money. It's not just about making money. I know how to make money, but what you do with that money and how to get it to grow. I'm at the point where I'm ready to go to the next level. So the Trading Academy is right on point. But what's so important, guys, is this, your purpose. I don't know what your purposes are, but I have some intentional, wonderful, phenomenal purposes. Biggest one is leaving a legacy for my daughter. When I leave this planet, she must not suffer. She won't suffer. I already set it up, right? But me taking the knowledge that I gained in the Bitcoin Club and then teaching her as a teenager, she's a teenager who has her own company, her own website, her own book. She has clients. She has contracts. And a lot of that I learned right here in the Bitcoin Club because that's just what it does. Yes, I learned how to make crypto, but I also learned how to be a more proficient money maker, a cash flow maker. And biggest thing is I help my people. I'm one of them Marcus Garvey girls. I'm one of them Harriet Tubman of crypto type of girls. So it's not about just me. It's for others. And I think that's what when they say I'm like got high referrals, that's not because I go out and look for those people. It's because my people know when it's time to find out about crypto, somebody that they could trust is Asada. And so that's because I talk about Bitcoin. So what you want to do in this space is grow and flourish. I could care less if people don't want to come aboard this arc. I don't care. that is their decision. But because of my purpose and because of the climate and because of how Wall Street teaches, and you feel like you're dealing with a real, you don't feel like you're dealing with a real person. You're actually dealing with a real person who has done this, tried and true. Nobody's trying to fake you out and take your money. It's why I'm here. And so if people value that type of experience, if people value this type of education, then they belong here. If they don't and they question you and they try to debate you, they don't belong here. You don't want those headaches. And so I love the space because in a very trying financial time, which was the pandemic, it was Wall Street teaching and the massive leverage system that actually gave me not only a place where I can learn about money, but make a lot of cash flow. And so I'm not going anywhere. I got things to build, and I'm looking for other folks who want to build for their families too. So I could talk all day, but there's no reason to. It's just simple as you don't give up. There's L. Ron Hubbard said, there's no such thing as failure. You just didn't push far enough into your target. You didn't push far enough to reach your goal. It ain't no failure, right? So it's all about not giving up and just setting out what you want to accomplish. This is a wonderful place to do that in because it is real. All right. So that's really about it, my darling. People could ask questions if they want, but hey, I ain't going nowhere. Thank you, Wall Street and Pam, for being there for all of us to have a vehicle to grow from.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your words of encouragement. There is a reason why she has a number one team in the club. And yes, they're always here. They're always showing up and they are working. So I am thankful that you guys are not just here, you're working, you're earning crypto, and that's what it's all about. We're not happy unless you guys are happy, right? So I thank you for that. Does anybody have any questions for Asada? Any questions? And Wall Street, if you want to hop in, you're welcome to as well.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're just getting a lot of what's good, Asada. Thank you. Great program. She's awesome. Thank you, Asada. That's what we're getting from
That's
you.
cool. Thank you, family. I appreciate you because without you, there would be no me. That's just a real fact that we all affect each other. And I don't feel successful until I help you be successful. It's all about us really believing in ourselves because that's the only thing that's holding us back is a lack of faith in ourselves that we can really do it. And yeah, you could find 2 people. You could find 200 people. It's just a consideration that you need to change. It's millions out there for us. So let's do it.
I got a question for Asada.
Yep.
So Asada, so a few years ago, you said I'm gonna join MLS Bitcoin Club. What was it that inspired you to join, and why did you stay?
Sure. So first and foremost, I'm one of them people who do what I'm told. Right. The creator tells me what to do when I'm like about 3:34 in the morning. It'd be a voice telling me what to do. Sometimes I have to have a pad to write it down. But when I was told, find that Bitcoin club, because somebody told me about it, right? And I went ahead to find it, found it, and made a decision I started flourishing very fast. It didn't take a long time for me to start flourishing. And so it made sense to be here. It made sense to tell other people about the experience. But I think what made me stay the most is that you helped me change my mindset. I came to Chicago with an EBT card, baby. What? Link it up. Give me what you're giving me. $300 worth of groceries free. Okay. But that's a mindset. When you keep that, you have an EBT card and these other services. It's almost like you make sure you stay poor just so you could keep the service. Psychosis, cuckoo, la la. And so I had to get out of that. Like, why are you doing that? If you're trying to be poor so you can keep this service, then you're not going to be wealthy because you're not looking at that. And so I had to let that go. And as soon as I let that go, then that's when the doors open for wealth to start to be made. So I was blocking my own blessings. You know what I'm saying? I had to really just take inventory and look at what you were saying. And everything you were saying was just on point. That whole, I'm going to take y'all from welfare to millionaire. That's real. That ain't even a slogan. he ain't make that up. That's real, right? So I just started to, I don't take advice from poor people. I just decided to not do that. A lot of poor people have financial advice. Y'all stop listening to poor people giving you financial advice. Stop doing that. So, I just took pride in the fact that coming here was really improving my life and my daughter's life, and especially hers. To be a 18-year-old or a 17-year-old at that time, to say, Mommy, I need a new computer. And for me to be able to say, get it. You got Bitcoin. She had enough Bitcoin to not have to worry about it even bothering her. And to see that type of empowerment for a young person before she's even an adult, yeah, this is the place that will be. So, that's what made me stay. It made me persevere. Any kind of bumps we might have had, because this is a technical company. So with it comes the variations in technology world. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. There is nothing that could ever happen in this Bitcoin club or anything in 2022 that could compare to the hardships of my ancestors, to the hardships of our ancestors. I don't know nobody being lynched in no trees. I don't know nobody being burnt at no stake. It's like when I look at the hardships that were endured to get us to this point, if I see a hardship, I swallow it and I eat it with condiments, and I continue to push through to excellence and to perfection and to affluence. That is the key. They already did the hard work. Sojourner, Harriet, all of them, Malcolm, they already did the hard work. But now let's just continue and take the baton and do the work that they prayed for us to do.
Wow. I love that.
Good stuff.
That is
Good stuff.
awesome. Yes. Did you have another question, Wallstreet?
No, go ahead. I've been thinking another one. Go ahead.
Well, no, Asada, I mean, I always appreciate somebody said Asada is a great resource. They're absolutely right. Asada, I think I'm getting feedback from your mic. So if you can mute when we talk. Yeah, I know. It's a little different with StreamYard. Thank you. So I know that when I came on board, I was like, who is this lady? Always happy. And you're not just a talker, like you walk the talk, right? And that is one thing that I appreciate the most. I have seen you help tons of people, and somebody might say, well, she's supposed to help. Well, guess what, guys? Everybody she helped is not on her team. Okay. She will, and I'm not saying this for a lot of you guys that are not on her team to go bombarding her. That's not why I'm saying this, but I just have to give her props. She definitely helps everybody in the group. Everybody in the group. So we appreciate that. We really do. So Asada, I know you talked about your daughter, and I love hearing that. I mean, because that is when you're doing more than just making money, right? You're actually making sure that your generation is taken care of as well. So I love hearing that. And she's on her way to college, right?
So my daughter's in her first year of college. And it's nice to see she's coming across other young people. So in those conversations are coming up some Bitcoin talk. And for her to be able to say, oh, my mom does that. Oh, my mom could get you blah. Or let's talk to my mom. That's the bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's like our children looking towards us for solutions or guidance, or we need to be, as parents, doing things that are exemplary so that they can pattern themselves after us. A lot of times, sometimes we do things and they don't want to pattern themselves after us, and we need to check that. Whatever we want them to do, we need to do it twice more over, right? And so this whole world of being, she's not like in the massive leverage system, like, oh, I want to go to the webinar and all. They don't have to be, because they process things different. They're listening. We have a place where we keep our 12-word codes in the house. So we were cleaning up one day and she picked it up, the place that holds the codes. And I said, do you know what that is? And she said, that's our 12 codes. That's what we keep our 12 words. I said, oh, yes. Like the girl understand what the new financial vibe is. And so we were talking about a job, and you know, we're talking about her at a job, and she said, why would I look for a job and I have Bitcoin? I said, oh, heavens to Betsy. Thank you. End of conversation. So, you know, her being in that mindset, and to know that even a massive leverage system exists for her to flourish in, as soon as she want to pick up and start flourishing in it. In the meantime, mama will take care of you. I got her in level 5. I tell her, you ain't going to level 6 just yet, but hold tight. I'll get you a level 6 in a minute. But yeah, just to have her in a place where she could flourish as much as her mama does, that she will follow suit. So this has been that type of place. I've not seen a place like this. And I'm just glad that the creator directed me to the massive leverage system, because it doesn't require, like when Steph said, it's simple. It doesn't require all the complicated. Some people try to make themselves sound complicated in crypto. I'm gonna make a t-shirt, not complicated in crypto. No, it's very, very basic here. And one can learn how to grow crypto if they just do the system. So yeah, the mastermind behind it. Thank you, Wallstreet. You have to be sort of a mastermind and really ebb and flow with this organization and make it as efficient as it has been on so many different levels. So yeah, so I ain't going nowhere. Like I said, I ain't going nowhere.
All right,
Absolutely.
Asada, I got a question.
What's
How do
that?
you feel? How do you feel about the fractional Bitcoin instead of dollars? Do your mind only think dollars, or you think Bitcoin now?
I only think dollars because our world out there talks in dollars. It's almost like I know a new language, but I gotta talk the baby talk, you know. So I gotta talk dollars to a degree. But I was talking to somebody the other day that knew Bitcoin. So when I said 0.0167 of a Bitcoin, he's like, "What you say? Did you say 0.1?" Like he understood what 0.1 was different from 0.01, you know. And I was like, oh, I like that kind of conversation, you know, that we can really go to that level. But any day, all day, of course, I love talking fraction of Bitcoin, because we're not talking about, when I show them my back office and they see the amount of Bitcoin, they see the number and they see the decimal, I was like, that ain't no dollars. That ain't $10, $9. That's 9 Bitcoin. Like that's, you know, it's different. So it's just about teaching people a new math, teaching them a math that will free them. You can't compare no time in history where we were able to make this amount of money this fast. Like it would take you time to make this level of money. But with crypto, we control the speed, we control the volume. And I don't think we are used to control at all. And so that's what makes it a little scary, because the idea of controlling something, I think it scares people. They're so used to being told what to do. So you got to come into crypto with the mindset of being free and the mindset of crushing barriers, because that's what you do when you come in the crypto world. You actually crush barriers and you put yourself in a position where, like, it felt good for me to have one of my friends say, "Oh my God, I need $2,000. I don't know what I'm gonna do." And I go, "What's up? How much you need?" Oh, okay, hold up. What's that? Okay, hold up. Boop, boop, boop. Send it to him. Somebody else need what? Well, what you need? Oh, 3,000. Hold up. Boop, boop, boop. Like, you know, just to be able to not just freely give out money, but our people have great ideas and don't really have money to support those ideas a lot of times. And so to be in a position to hear those ideas, create some type of exchange and make sure that they can get those ideas on their feet, just because I was able to have money, that's empowering. And so that's why the club is important, because we have things to do. Level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. See, when we get to those levels, that's increased cash flow. Don't be sitting down saying, I don't think I want to go to level 3. That's like you saying, I think I want to stay poor. Stop doing that. Let's go. Let's use this system and go up these levels so we could rock out. And like she said, what you call them now, Pam? Not levels. What you calling them?
Their
Education
wealth
courses.
course.
Wealth
Yeah,
courses.
wealth course.
Let's pay for those wealth courses place so we could go ahead and stop being on the poverty tip, like Wallstreet was saying, like the lack mentality, right? He said, don't come up in trade academy with no lack mentality. So coming in this club is about you shedding the way you used to think about money. You can't think about what you don't have, because all we think about is what we're going to have or what we do have, right? And that's all you look about. Don't look at the past and how we were raised. We were raised like that to look at what we don't have, but that conditioning we have to break. It's the same thing as not being enslaved anymore. It's just take the chains off your brain. They just had a slide of that. So that's what we want to do being here, is embody, this mindset.
Right, right. Absolutely. And I think a lot of people fail to realize that if your mindset is not in the right place, you're going to give up as soon as you get to the first hurdle. A lot of times we'll ask somebody, what's your why? As leaders, we want to know what our members are passionate about. Why did you join? Who did you join for? What is your why? Because when you start getting discouraged, that's when Asada can say, remember you told me you want to get some money together for your daughter's college? Remember you told me that you wanted a new car? Remember you said, so this is why it's important to get to know your team. And she spends a lot of time with her team, guys. She absolutely does. And make sure that you work on that mindset. Like you just said that so many times in so many different ways. And it is powerful. I think that's another reason why people are attracted to you as well. And, it's because of your mindset. It's because of how you think. It's because how you try and keep things positive. And you don't allow people to give up. They will not fail on your team unless they just don't show up.
Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, and I'll close on with this. We have some of the technology that I study in Scientology is called be, do, and have, right? Usually we want to have things, so we go and do stuff, right? And then so that we could be it. Like we want to be a millionaire, so we try to have this and do. No, that's backwards. Be, do, have. You have to be the thing. You want to be a millionaire? Be it. And then you do what a millionaire does, and then you'll have what a millionaire has. That's the order.
Girl.
Be, do, have. Be it. See it, be it. Get out of lack. Stop talking about what you don't have, and you be it. You start thinking like a millionaire thinks. Millionaires don't think like poor people. They're not like, let me go buy these gold chains. Let me go get these expensive purses. Let me go do, Sister told me the other day, she's a celebrity. She said, Asada, if you knew how many of these celebrities, quote unquote, in LA don't own properties or homes. They can't get mortgages on their homes. They live in apartments. Like, y'all better get the smoke screens off. Be who you say you want to be. Then you start doing what that person does, and you will have what that person has. Be, do, have. That's it. You can ride on that one all the way to the bank. Nope. All the way to the cryptocurrency. Don't go to the bank.
That's right. All the way to the exchange.
All the way to the exchange. That's what we
want.
want.
Yes. I love it. I love it. It's up on the screen. We got to make a flyer with that. Be, do, have.
Yes, indeed. No doubt about it. So you use that as a tenet, and you will see things start to change, because you'll actually start doing things differently because you're being something else. And then you'll start to have what you want to have. It just doesn't work the other way, guys.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Asada. You have absolutely given us more than just a 2-minute testimonial. I appreciate you. It was last minute and you made it. So thankful that you are here.
Thank you.
Sure, looking at the comments, everybody else enjoyed you as well. And again, thank you for speaking with us tonight.
Thank you. And thank y'all for being there. All y'all that know what be, do, have is about. Woo, 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 woo. Work it. You understand.
You're
Peace.
welcome.
Let's do it, y'all.
All righty. Okay, so guys, that is it for tonight.
I want to add one thing before we go.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so I asked the question, do you think in Bitcoin or do you think in cash? I want everybody to start thinking in Bitcoin. Start thinking in crypto. Here's the reason why. When you think in crypto, everything is cheaper. Everything is cheap. Let me give you an example. If I say to you today, 0.0167, 0.0167. How much money is that? Or 0.167. How much money is that? Guys, today it's so cheap. If you look at it on a Bitcoin scale, one Bitcoin it's only one, and one Bitcoin is over $50,000. A half a Bitcoin, that's 0.5, that is $25,000. But it's still only 0.5. To join the club is 0.0167. It's cheap. It's cheap. This is cheap when you think of it that way. Yeah, it could be $900, it could be $1,000, but in the scale of crypto, it's not. There are so many kids walking around right now today. So many kids are in the crypto space, and they look at like, well, that's nothing. Like 0.0167, that's nothing. That's nothing. 0.0167, 0.167. That's nothing. And the cool thing about this, when you get to level 2, level 3, it's 0.04. That's nothing. But when you get to level 3, if you add them all up, you made a whole Bitcoin. And you can do that in 30 days. Your mindset got to change from the dollars to crypto. If you change your mindset from dollars to crypto, everything around you is cheaper. As a matter of fact, your life becomes freer because everything around you doesn't have a cost anymore. Nothing around you has a cost. Let me give you an example. I remember showing a screenshot. Somebody had like maybe 3.3 Bitcoin in their account. You know, we go through the accounts and I put a screenshot up, 3.3 Bitcoins or 1.855 Bitcoin. Back in the day, it was 14,000. Then it turned to the same number. Then it became 29,000. That same number today, that 1.855 Bitcoin today, 1.855 today is this says $94,144. What? 1.855 Bitcoin is almost 100 grand. And you can be having that in the next 30 days. Because you're thinking in dollars, it looks like a long way to go. You don't want to do the effort. But if you do it in Bitcoin, if you do it in crypto, and you invite people to come in to see what we're doing, and they say, well, what do you need? 0.0167, 0.0167, 0.0167 plus $99. It's about $900 and some dollars. But that's pennies. What do you want to be in? I heard somebody say the other day, they said, you don't need to join the Bitcoin club to get Bitcoin. You could get it yourself. That's true. You can get Bitcoin yourself. But how about getting it for free? The part you're missing is getting it for free. You're missing the free part. And you're missing the education that goes behind it. That's the real jewel is not the Bitcoin itself. The real jewel is the education that you get from the club that can change your life for the rest of your life. That's the benefit. With that being said, I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Pam. I appreciate you guys for coming in tonight. Traders, we'll be in the trade room tomorrow at 10:30. Let's get ready to go. Get your mindset right, because tomorrow is your day to start putting trades on. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All righty. Well, thank you again, Wallstreet. And I'm going to tell you what you said about the thinking crypto, it absolutely makes a difference. And some of you guys have been here, and it's here every Monday. You've heard me say this before. And that is, thanks to this club, I earned a Cadillac last year. Okay. I bought that Cadillac with crypto. So when somebody asked me, where'd you pay for it? Well, it was free. I get that from Wallstreet, his motorcycle, it was free because I earned the crypto. I didn't even buy it. I earned it for referring people to the club. Okay. I mentioned to you guys, I can't remember if it was in May or June. All right. And I told you it was something that I was going to do to prepare for Christmas. And what I said to do was think about how much you can afford to spend for Christmas. Okay. Take that money and set it aside now and buy crypto with it. Okay. So what I did, I bought $500 worth of Shiba Inu. This was over the summer. Today, that same 500, and that was me saying, this is all I'm going to spend on Christmas. Okay. $50 for this person, 20 for that one. That's what I ended up with. But what do I have today? $3,267 from the same $500. Okay. So I said all that to say this: when you do things in crypto, man, it adds up differently, right? So I can literally say my Christmas shopping was free, because I'm not even going to spend a whole 30 something grand. I'm not, 30 something hundred. But I just want to leave y'all with that. When you start changing your mindset, everything changes. Everything changes. Everything changes. So whatever you focus on is what you're going to receive. Okay. If you focus on issues, you're going to receive more. If you focus on, oh, nobody's going to join my team, then nobody's going to join your team. But if you focus on sharp, okay, people, I talk to everyone, even the ones that don't know anything about crypto, then you invite them somewhere where they can learn, right? But watch what you speak, watch what you think, watch what you are. You got to watch what you put out there, because it's going to come back. So I'm going to go, guys. We thank you for being here again tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put on our MLS song, and you guys have a great rest of the week.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only a few knew well. MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom.
Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing the dive 20 to 1. Call MLS system to have some fun.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
All right, guys. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.